Sora, that AI video generating tool, is down. Nobody can use it. Why? Because OpenAI has taken it down. Why? Apparently, it is in response to a group of artists leaking access to the tool in protest of the company's treatment of creative professionals. In other words, a protest has taken it down. First, here's the details on the protest from TechCrunch. On Tuesday, the group published a project on the AI dev platform Hugging Face, seemingly connected to OpenAI's Sora API, which isn't yet publicly available. Using their authentication tokens, presumably from an early access system, the group created a front end that lets users generate videos with Sora. Through the group's front end, any user can generate 10-second videos of up to 1080p resolution by typing a short text description. When TechCrunch tried, the queue was quite long, but several users on X managed to upload samples, most of which bore OpenAI's distinctive visual watermark. As of 12:01 p.m. Eastern, the front end was no longer working. We'd venture to guess that OpenAI and/or Hugging Face revoked access. The group claims that after 3 hours, OpenAI shut down Sora's early access temporarily for all artists. So why did the group do this? It claims that OpenAI is pressuring Sora's early testers, including red teamers and creative partners, to spin a positive narrative around Sora and failing to fairly compensate them for their work. Hundreds of artists provide unpaid labor through bug testing, feedback, and experimental work for the Sora Early Access program for a $150 billion valued company, the group, which calls itself Sora PR Puppets, wrote in a post attached to the front end. This early access program appears to be less about creative expression and critique and more about PR and advertisement. The group didn't originally identify its members, but over the course of the day, it began to list out a few in the attachment on Hugging Face and a separate petition. The group also claims that OpenAI is being misleading about Sora's capabilities by keeping early access users on a tight leash. Every Sora output needs to be approved by OpenAI before it's shared widely, the group says, and only a few creators in the program will be selected to have their Sora-created works screened. We are not against the use of AI technology as a tool for the arts. If we were, we probably wouldn't have been invited to this program, the group wrote. What we don't agree with is how this artist program has been rolled out and how the tool is shaping up ahead of a possible public release. We are sharing this to the world in the hopes that OpenAI becomes more open, more artist-friendly, and supports the arts beyond PR stunts, end quote. And from the Post, the fallout, quote, OpenAI spokesperson Nico Felix said the company is temporarily pausing all user access to Sora while it looks into the situation. Hundreds of artists in our alpha have shaped Sora's development, helping prioritize new features and safeguards, Felix wrote in a statement from OpenAI. Participation is voluntary with no obligation to provide feedback or use the tool, end quote. So, more of a creative protest than a hack, almost an art world style stunt. Rather than breaching OpenAI systems or exposing confidential data, they simply shared their authorized testing capabilities more broadly than intended. Typically, AI companies maintain tight control over external testing, carefully selecting their early access partners and often requiring NDAs or content approval processes before any generated outputs can be shared publicly. It's an approach that keeps feedback channels highly curated and criticism largely behind closed doors. While this controlled testing methodology known in cybersecurity circles as red teaming has become an industry standard, even adopted by government agencies, there's growing pushback from both security experts and creative professionals. The critique centers on how these restrictive practices may actually hinder genuine oversight, limit independent analysis, and shield companies from meaningful public accountability. In many ways, this incident highlights the tension between controlled development and transparent innovation in AI, at least for policing the content produced.